Hello friends, today we are going to discuss the another paper, another grammar, and we are going to practice another paper of complete grammar we are going to practice. So as I told to you, first of all we need to go through with the passage writing. First of all we need to go through with the passage. We need to understand the passage and we need to understand what the question is being asked and we need to answer it accordingly. So the first question, how is Marquis known to his reader? Okay, the Marquis known to his reader. So the answer is that Gabriel Garcia Marquez is known as Gabo to his reader. Second, to which century did Gabriel Marquez belongs? Okay, he belongs to the 20th century. The telegraph operator mentioned in the passage is in the Marquis father, grandfather. Its answer is father. For whom did Marquis inherited his love for storytelling? From his grandfather. Okay, grandparents actually. How long did riot in 1948? The riot lasted for 3 days. What did Marquis do after giving up his legal studies? He gave up his legal studies and began writing columns and stories for El Heraldo, a liberal newspaper. Add prefix to the word approve to form its antonym. So it's disapprove. 100 Years of Solitude is Marquis' greatest literary masterpiece. Mention the name of the newspaper for which Marquis worked as a reporter. In El Espectador. What did Marquis do with the money that came with the Nobel Prize? Marquis used the money that came with the Nobel Prize to start a daily newspaper, El Otro, in Colombia. After this we have, read the following lines and answer the questions set on it. Child, how happy you are sitting in the dust, playing with a broken twig all the morning. I smile at your play with a little bit of a broken twig. I'm busy with my account, adding up figures by the hour. So where is the child sitting? So the child is sitting in the dust. The child is playing with twig, broken twig. What is the speaker doing? The speaker is doing the accounts. He is busy with his accounts, adding up the figures by the hours. After this we have, complete the following by filling the blanks using the right form of the verb given in bracket. So in the toy kingdom, a council was called to consider what could be done. And it was decided to send a letter to the King of Italy. So here our answer is was called. Okay, why? Because a council is a singular, so was called, we need to convert it into past tense, was called, and could be done, and it was decided to send a letter to the King of Italy. Now we need to write a report for this. She sat thinking that was none of her concern. The old man went on talking and said that his name was not Sangoji but Basavaya. Even he added that he was amazed at the facts how take on such varied guises when it is narrated as fiction. So here what you need to do, every direct speech to be turned into indirect. As a third person is reporting, so you are a third person and you are reporting what happened, so you should not use the word I, me or you. Okay, instead of that you have to use was, his, hers, had, like that. Everything should be indirect. You are reporting it, the third person is reporting it, and everything should have to be in past tense. Now we have to complete the following dialogue. Mr. Rao, hello, it is 3456789. Mr. Prakash, yes it is. What can I do for you? How may I help you? You may write it. To which Mr. Prakash, you are getting a clue here. Okay, could I speak to the manager? It means that the manager is not there. We need to inform his absence. So how you need to write? I'm sorry, he is not available right now. To which he is asking, who am I speaking to? You need to introduce that I am Prakash, assistant of manager, you may write, or else I am the supervisor. To which now he has to thanks give and leave take. Now what Mr. Rao is telling, okay, please inform to the manager that I have called and tell him to call me as soon as possible, and thank you so much, bye. Like that you need to end it up. Okay, and fill in the blanks by choosing the appropriate expression. Expression is like using 100 words, 100 sentences is equals to 1 word of expression, is that it shows the emotion on the spot. Okay, that is why it is used as expression. Marcus knew that he would win, but he did not want to be in high spirits. Okay, Marcus knew that he would win, but he did not want to throw away a single vote. All the while, Roof, weighed down with guilt, pretended to be in high spirits. Though he was very much guilty, but still he pretended to be very cheerful. That is why he was in very high spirit. Okay, fill in the blanks with the right linker. I already told you, when the sentence is adding up, you need to write and. When you are giving any example, you need to write or. Okay, what would you like, coffee or tea? When you are giving any reason, you need to write because. When you are telling that fever, any timing, then you have to write since. Since in the morning, the person was suffering from fever, like that. So, look at any waste garbage dump. So, here, what will come? Look at any waste garbage dump. In addition to vegetable waste, paper and broken glass, you will find a considerable amount of plastic material, such as, giving examples, such as shampoo bottles, bags, and you are giving one more example, adding more sentence, and worn out shoes, and will come. Vegetable scraps and paper are biodegradable. Okay, but glass and plastic continue. It means you are telling something in contrast. So it is biodegradable, but glass and plastic continue to accumulate harm to the environment. So here you need to write but. I hope I have made an effort to help you. Okay, now read the following passage and we need to make a note. Here it is. Paradise Lost is an epic poem in blank verse by the 17th century English poet John Milton, the first version published in 1667. So, the first version published in 1667, done. After that, consisted of 10 books with over 10,000 lines of verse. A second edition followed in 1960, consisted of 10 books with over 10,000 lines of verse. Okay. Our second edition in 1674, arranged into 12 books, minor revision throughout and note on versification. It is considered critics to be Milton major work. Milton major work. After this, Paradise Lost is an epic poem in blank verse Second version, here it is. Where is it? The second version pup. So the second version published in 1674, arranged into 12 books. I hope we have answered all the question answer. Write a letter of application in response to the following advertisement which appeared in Hindu dated 2nd February 2014. Prerana Pre-University College, Dharwad invites application for the qualified individuals for the post of lecturer in biology. Apply within 10 days to the Secretary of the Prerana Educational Trust, Dharwad. Candidate with experience and good communication skill will be given preference. So how you will write a letter? So it is there in the question, Dharwad. The date is also given in the question. From X address name, Y for the address, and the to address. That is the Secretary of the Prerna Educational Trust, Dharwad. Now salutation. Respected sir or madam, regarding application for the post of lecturer. Reference advertisement in the Hindu dated 2nd of February 2014. Now the body of the letter. I am a MSc graduate in biology. Why? Because the question asks the demands for a biology student. Okay, so graduate. I am a MSc graduate in biology and I have 2 years of working experience. I hope I fulfill all your requirement for the post of lecturer, and I have enclosed my CV for your reference and looking forward to interact with you in a personal interview. Thanking you, yours faithfully, and name. And after that we need to write a resume. So for a resume, what you need to write is that first of all objective, okay, your name and objective. So as a teacher you can write it as looking forward to learn through imparting knowledge and education. After that your name, you have to write anyhow XXX, ZZZ, date of birth, any of the imaginary date of birth, address YYY, nationality Indian, marital status, and language known English, Hindi, Kannada, or in like that. And educational qualification you have to start with. So recent course what you have done, MSc in biology, name of the college, any kind of a name, RK, anything, okay, board, Dharwad University, any kind of the year of passing, like 2017, percentage 87%, and then BSc, and then you have to write second PU, and then SSLC. Okay, and you may write any of the imaginary names here, but years you have to be like 2017, it takes 3 years, no? 2015 to 16, 16 to 17 is MSc. So it will be completed in 2015. Then it takes 3 years to complete BSc. So 2012 and 2010, like that. You have to write any of the imaginary percentage, and after this you have to write experience. Why? Because in the vacancy, in the post, it is demanding experience. You have to write 2 years of experience in any of the college, like VK institution as lecturer of biology, anything you may write. After that experience, after that you need to write hobbies, exploring the world, gardening, reading books, etc. you may write. And after hobbies, what do you need to write is, you may write any references. Why? Because you are already working, no? So you may write your colleague names, 1 or 2 you may refer, and then you need to write the above information given is true to the best of my knowledge. Done. And then your signature and enclosure, you have to write your name and place and date. By this you have completed your resume. Now we'll move on to the next. So the next is that imagine you're a secretary of the eco club of your college. On the occasion of World Environment Day, you are required to give a speech on the need for the awareness to preserve nature. Points to be included: that how we need to conserve and what are the causes of destruction, what are the depletion of ozone layer, health hazard, based on the information write a speech of about 100 words. The thing how you can write. Okay. On the occasion of the respected principal, teachers and friends, on the occasion of World Environment Day, as the Secretary of Eco Club, it's my privilege to address you. I begin by saying that nature is the origin of our Mother Earth. Nature has the ability to correct itself, it heals itself. But if we overuse it, it becomes tragic. That is why it is high time to raise the awareness and to answer the question, what is the relationship with our nature? We Indians worship nature and take 5 elements of nature as divine. But over the years we have exploited nature so much. That is why we need to face a lot of calamities like earthquakes, tsunamis, etc. Modernization and urbanization have been the reasons for the deforestation, soil erosion, acid rain and depletion of ozone layer, etc. On the one hand, if nature has deteriorated, and on the other hand, population has increased steadily. So the UN has projected by 2050 that there will be more than 9 billion people on the planet. We are taking only from the nature what we are giving it back. It is time to give it back. We need to conserve our nature. How we can conserve our nature? By recycling the plastics, by recycling the waste, and we should avoid cutting trees more often, and we need to plant trees very often. We need to encourage afforestation. Whenever it comes our birthdays or whatever, instead of celebrating by overspending it, we need to raise awareness among our children and to the coming generation and by ourselves by planting trees. Then only we can save our mother nature and our environment. It is our responsibility to keep our home clean, and it is our responsibility to keep our environment clean. Like that you need to write, and you have to pledge that we will do our best towards preserving the nature. Thanking you. So after this we have a pie chart. Okay, the following pie chart represent information about the voter turnout in the general election held in the post-independence of India over a span of more than 50 years. Use this data to write a report on polling trends in about 120 words. So here we have the data, as you may see. Okay, now we need to write a pie chart on this. How we will write? Just go through with an example here. See here. The pie chart which shows the voter turnout in the general election in the post-independence India in 50 years make a few interesting revelation. If we take the two chart as a before and after 50 years, we see the percentage of male voters have remained constant at 45 and 45. However, female franchise has increased from 25 to 35. And after that, freshers voting from 10%, it has increased to 15%, and senior citizen from 20 to 5%. It has drastically dropped, whose representation has been dropped from 20% to 5%. You need to give a heading for this. Okay, the elections data pre and post independence, like that you give a heading and write a para. Okay, you need to compare also. As you can see, the male and the female, it is same. Male and the post and pre-independence, it is same. Like that you need to give some comparison. That is it. Last but not least, we have again reference. I already told you we need to have the pronoun. We need to understand the pronoun and reference in this. Okay, so here. Louisa's parents did not approve of her marriage to a telegraph operator, and her son Gabriel, who is her. Louisa's parents did not approve of her marriage to a telegraph operator. So her is Louisa. Okay. After that, the oldest of 12 children was sent to live with his maternal grandparents. Marcus later said that to whom it is, and her son Gabriel, the oldest of 12 children, was sent to live with his maternal parents. Marquis later said that his love, so his is none other than Gabriel Marquis. After this, after the riots, he went to the university in Cartagena. Where? It means Cartagena is where. He took up journalism to support himself. So himself is none other than again the Gabriel Marquis. I hope you're clear. Rewrite the jumble sentence to form a meaningful sentence. Terrible to get you want Delhi's don't heat away from. Don't you want to get away from Delhi's terrible heat? Here we have a question mark, so it will come at the end. Okay. Here. Don't you want to get away from terrible Delhi's heat? I hope I have helped you, and if you liked my video and if it helped you, do like, share and subscribe and support to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.